cause y'all know what it is.
CNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I flex with you.
It's looking like the war between Byron Blake and Ceddy Nash is excelling at a very rapid rate. Not sure exactly what got Ceddy Nash and Byron Blake so on each other, but every time Ceddy Nash do something, you better believe Byron Blake is not far, chopping it down under a microscope, trying to make sure Ceddy Nash is on the up and up. We finna jump into this content and see exactly what's going on. Shout out to Byron Blake. Let's go.
It's self-destructing. It looked like he's having a meltdown in real time. And it's all because he is being held accountable for spreading fake news. Now, today, I'm not only going to address the fact that he spreads fake news, but I'm going to show y'all his formula to spreading fake news and avoiding accountability for doing so. He has this little thing that he does where he takes a really small thing and it makes it really big. And then he always tries to hide behind the really small thing, even though he's a big guy. It kind of makes me think that something is wrong with him. Something might be just a tad bit off with this guy for real, because it doesn't make any sense. Now, we know the rumor that he started. I told y'all.
Yeah, this is going on the situation about Byron Blake, not Byron Blake, about Ceddy Nash saying that Big U's son was unalived by Young and Hefe. I'm not sure where Ceddy Nash got that story from, but everybody's been on his head about that one.
Oh no, we seen it. But we gonna dive back in on that because apparently the cop calling Crip took to his platform with a few things to say in regards to being held accountable for starting that rumor. Check this out.
Then one Instagram post decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and say exactly what happened. And they were wrong about this one. Here's where the story came from. If you just want to lie on me real quick, this is from 6 hours ago, all right? It's 8:04 right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and circle this. The section report. They say he's in jail for Big U's murder. I spoke with the fam. That ain't me making no shit up. They said that shit. They the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? They about a goddamn LA right now currently. So while y'all saying this weird, all right, cool. Well, then let's go ahead and play it then. So you see my video? This was from 5 hours ago. So if somebody said this 1 hour before I did, there you go. Now, once again, I hope that ain't do that shit. And I don't think he did that shit. I think it's tied to some other shit. But bitch, don't get on my shit lying about me. You is weird as But hey, you still won't do no numbers and you still can't stop me. So yeah, run your little weekend Instagrams and all that hoe ass. That little weekend, boy, you been on my dick since I've been. So what really?
Sheesh, I don't know if that was directed towards Byron Blake. I thought that Ceddy Nash was just making a general statement, but that nigga said, F Byron Blake, F YouTube, F Instagram, F the internet as a whole. Okay. Whoa. Flu flammers, skullduggerous, and larcenies. Whoa, everybody, just take a second. Breathe, stretch, shake, and let it go.
Happened.
See what I mean? This dude is like the little special kid that he's like a little special kid that thinks because he says a lot of cuss words and stuff that he going off. So he just went through that whole little crash out, alleging that people were lying on him for starting that rumor. Now he's saying, hey, how could I start the rumor if somebody commented this before I even said it in my video? I personally think that video was already prepared and that he may be responsible for spreading that fake news just so he can go back and point the finger at somebody else. A lot of these YouTubers and guys are behind some of these blog pages, these faceless blog pages that be covering stuff that you would...
You'd be surprised at how many of your favorite YouTubers are behind faceless blog pages for sure.
Think it's not them because it doesn't look like they lame. They be behind it. But that's another story. Now, the reason why I feel like Ceddy may be behind this is because I want to show y'all the similarity between this and another similar story where he ran fake news around the same time that it was destined to be a huge topic.
Said, did you make a video that Dirk read it?
I did, and I, you know what? And I said it in my video. I said it in my post or whatever and everything like that. At first, I did because, and I'll tell y'all the reason why, and y'all can take me to task for it, but I'm learning as I'm growing. I did say that, so I'm not going to run down and back away from it and all that. I did say Dirk read it, but I also cleared Lil Dirk too. So y'all got to give me that. If y'all going to say I said that Cuz told, y'all got to give me that I exonerated his ass too. And that was because of that fake ass statement that was put out there that said King Von would have been charged still, even though Lil Durk is free. So what would you have gathered at that?
The funny thing about this is the cop calling Crip didn't just say that Lil Durk snitched. He came to the internet and said he had one.
But here's the thing too, none of us are judge, jury, or executioner, so our words calling somebody a snitch and or exonerating them from said snitching really means nothing. I'm not gonna lie.
100% proof that Dirk snitched. He even called King AK and told King AK that he had 100% proof that Dirk snitched and broke it down to King AK, which is why King AK has gone on these rants for years saying that Dirk is a snitch. Even though he now knows the truth, he just doesn't want to change his story because he doesn't want to look stupid. The cop calling Crip, on the other hand, believes that as long as he changes and says, hey, no, that ain't what happened, then he cool. It don't matter, you know? And so I believe that he creates these scenarios where, you know, he can fall back and say, well, somebody else did it, you know, but let's start right there. The cop called.
So basically, Byron Blake is insinuating that Ceddy Nash is a diabolical genius who is putting together all these plays behind the scenes. And I ain't saying he is, I ain't saying he's not, I'm not there, but this is getting deep. I didn't know that Byron Blake and Ceddy Nash had this much of a disdain for one another. I did not know that.
Colin Crip read a comment on an Instagram post. If we listen to him and what he just said, he read a comment on an Instagram post where people troll all the time and said, oh, this is true. Now, this is supposed to be your neighborhood, bro, your family. You couldn't reach out to somebody else to confirm this. You couldn't reach out to the family, the same people that they said that they spoke to. You couldn't do that. But you from over there. Anyway, you decided to take this comment and then come to the internet and say this.
But I just got some breaking news, bruh. They saying that allegedly, supposedly, and Hefe is the one who killed Big U's son, Baby Huey. Boy, if this is true, if he's the one who did that, who pulled that off, bruh, it's gonna be an ugly ass summer. Y'all stay the hell out of LA. Well, the feds is in there anyway, so it ain't gonna be too much shit.
Yeah, that was tricky. I'm not sure why he said that. I'm not sure why he said that because that was, yeah, flu flammer situation. That was a pretty flu flammer situation.
Going on, but after that World Cup shit, bruh, it's gonna get uglier than ugly.
My nigga, you didn't say, hey, y'all, I just read a crazy comment that says something like this. I don't believe that. You didn't take the opportunity to negate the rumor and stop it. You spread it. You actually spread it, bro. You said, I got some breaking news. They saying, you called the shit breaking news. A comment from Instagram, according to you. But I ain't buying that. Let me tell y'all why I'm not buying that. Because when the cop calling Crip was originally telling us about this breaking news, this is how he said he got it.
You gotta know it's gonna have an effect.
You know what's crazy is when these dudes start saying that they have anonymous sources and all that. Like Flocka was like, yeah, I got a source. Then all of a sudden Wack comes out and be like, yeah, I'm the one that gave it to him. It's the hanging on to these anonymous sources, trying to seem like you're so tapped in, that gets a lot of these dudes into crazy situations when you just don't have to do that.
On everybody. When you got a name and you from somewhere, and not only that, bruh, you somebody in essence too. Yeah. So, man, I hope to God this ain't true. I'm telling you now, but it's been too many hits in my inbox from niggas who ain't from nowhere, but saying a whole lot of shit that's making too much sense. And I'd be a damn fool if I didn't go down.
So the cop calling Crip has now gone from people were in my DM hitting me up with information that was making a lot of sense. Basically saying that in his DM, there's information that puts together a storyline where Aunt Hefe is responsible for the murder of Big U's son. That's what the cop calling Crip was.
Yeah, now that was something that shouldn't have came out. I'm not saying that, what anybody's doing is right or wrong. But what I am saying is it has to be a boundary, and sometimes we do have to let these people who are deceased get some peace in the afterlife that they couldn't find here in this life, because it's a Mickey, Icky, Tricky, Vicky, Sticky situation, you feel me? And you just never know what happens next, man. You just never know what can happen next.
Telling us. That's what he said in his DM. But now that the pressure is on and he's being called out and held accountable for spreading this fake news, he's saying, oh, I got it from this comment right here. And so what are the chances? What are the chances that there just happens to be a comment out here that you can fall back on and say, well, I got it from them? And you know what I'm saying? They the ones that put it out there. Just like you did with the Lil Durk situation, as opposed to you being like, well, shit, here go the DMs that I was getting right here. He didn't show us no DMs. You went to a Instagram post and then went to the comments of that post and went to a page that was in the comments. You know what I'm saying? He didn't show us the DMs from the guys with the information that was making sense. You told us about it. You might as well have showed it because you pinned the murder on them and said you got evidence. This is what I be saying, bro. These dudes the police, man. He has a disdain.
Yeah, Byron Blake and Ceddy Nash got some things going on, and I know that it's only going to get worse before it gets better between these two. Ceddy Nash and Byron Blake will continue to go back and forth in this Instagram world, this Instagram war, this YouTube war. And we'll sit back on the sidelines and give y'all more information that, what's going on. Red dots to the left, you know the rest. We go.
Still work for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continues. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, nigga. Trap knows, you know that, nigga.
Dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. That nigga ball like game 6. That nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's never outside, nigga.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You think I'm outside when it's dangerous? Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You think I'm outside when it's dangerous? Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.